If you're serious about becoming fluent in English, this video is going to take you one step closer. Today, I'll share 25 powerful English words that will immediately upgrade the way you speak. These aren't your everyday easy words. These are stronger, more precise words that native speakers use naturally. And if you understand how to use them correctly, your English will sound much more confident and advanced. Watch until the end so you don't miss the examples and tips for each word. And if you're here to really grow your English speaking skills, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's go beyond basic English, starting now. The first word is assume. This word means to accept something as true without proof. For example, I assume the meeting was canceled. You can also say, don't assume I'm not interested. This word is often used when talking about misunderstandings or expectations. Try saying, people often assume I'm shy because I don't speak much in English. It helps you express ideas with more precision than just saying, I think. You'll often hear assume in situations involving uncertainty or when people make guesses. For example, in workplace discussions, someone might say, let's not assume the client has already seen the report. It's also used when pointing out a mistake in thinking. Using assume helps express an awareness of the unknown and encourages asking questions or seeking clarity. Next is acknowledge. It means to recognize or admit something. You might say, I acknowledge that I made a mistake, or she didn't acknowledge my effort. This word is especially useful when you want to show respect or responsibility. Instead of just saying, I know, say, I acknowledge the difficulty of learning a new language. It sounds more thoughtful and formal. This word is frequently used in formal or emotional conversations. For example, a boss may say, we acknowledge your efforts on this project as a form of recognition. In relationships, you might say, I acknowledge how you feel to show empathy. It's polite, respectful, and emotionally intelligent, perfect for both professional and personal contexts. The third word is clarify. This is used when you want to make something clearer. For example, let me clarify my point. Or can you clarify what you meant by that? It's very useful in conversations, especially if there's confusion. Instead of staying quiet, say, could you clarify your instructions? That shows confidence and willingness to understand. Clarify often comes into play during presentations, explanations, or when handling feedback. If you don't understand a teacher, you might say, could you clarify the assignment requirements? It shows that you're active and responsible in communication. It's also good in emails or meetings when you want to make sure everyone understands the same thing. Now take the word interpret. This means to explain the meaning of something or to translate. You could say, I interpreted his silence as disagreement. It's a high-level word often used in discussions and presentations. Try saying, sometimes it's hard to interpret body language in another culture. It shows deeper thinking and better communication skills. Interpret can be used in more thoughtful or intellectual settings. For example, in analyzing a movie, different people interpret the ending in various ways. It's also used in real-time translation. She interprets for tourists in Paris. This word shows depth. It's about understanding beyond the surface. The fifth word is recommend. This is a step up from just suggest. For example, I recommend watching English movies without subtitles. It sounds more professional and confident. You can also say, Can you recommend a good grammar book? Use it when giving advice or sharing your opinion in a more polished way. You'll hear recommend in conversations about choices, advice, and preferences. For instance, can you recommend a good place to eat? Or, my friend recommended this book. It shows you trust someone's judgment. Use it when giving or asking for thoughtful suggestions, especially in customer service or casual conversations. Let's talk about analyze. This means to study something in detail. For example, I analyze the conversation to understand my mistakes. You can use this in learning, problem solving, or giving opinions. Say, it helps to analyze how native speakers form sentences. It shows you're serious about your learning. Analyze fits perfectly in academic, scientific, or self-improvement contexts. You might say, I analyze my pronunciation by recording myself daily. It suggests breaking something down into smaller parts to understand it. This word shows that you're intentional and methodical, a strong trait in both study and work settings. The next word is justify. This means to explain why something is reasonable. You might say, can you justify your decision? Or, I couldn't justify spending so much time on one word. It's great for expressing reasoning and debate. Say, I justify my self-talk practice because it helps me improve fluency. You'll often hear justify when people are defending their actions or decisions. In meetings, he justified the budget increase with strong data. In personal talks, I can't justify spending so much time online. It communicates reasoning and helps people see that your choices have a purpose, even if they disagree. Now comes implement. This means to put something into action. For example, I implemented a new study schedule. It sounds more professional than just saying I started. Say, I try to implement new vocabulary in my daily conversations. It makes you sound like a doer, not just a learner. This word is common in professional settings where plans turn into action. We implemented a new policy last week. For learners, I implemented new vocabulary into my journal entries. It's action-oriented and helps show that you're not just learning passively, you're applying what you've learned in real life. Another useful word is adapt. This means to adjust to new situations. You might say, it took time to adapt to speaking English every day. Or, we must adapt our learning methods. Instead of saying I changed, say I adapted. It shows flexibility and strength. You can use adapt when describing change over time. I had to adapt to a new culture when I moved abroad. It shows flexibility, a skill highly valued in learning and life. It's also common in business. The company adapted its services for international clients. It suggests growth and responsiveness. Let's add prioritize. It means to decide what's most important. You can say, I prioritize speaking practice over grammar drills. This word helps you talk about goals, schedules, and decisions. Instead of I focus, you say, I prioritize. It shows that you think carefully and plan your actions. This word is great when discussing time, energy, or goals. For example, I prioritize speaking practice in the morning when my mind is fresh. It shows you know how to manage tasks effectively. It's especially useful in professional conversations when you're discussing what matters most. The next word is emphasize. This means to highlight or stress something important. You could say, I want to emphasize the importance of daily speaking. It's a strong word for serious conversations. Try, my teacher emphasized fluency over perfection. This word helps you sound more persuasive and intentional. You might use emphasize during presentations, arguments, or when repeating something important. I want to emphasize the need for practice. It's often used with tone and repetition to add weight to what you're saying. In writing or public speaking, it helps signal importance and focus. Word number 12 is facilitate. This means to make something easier. For example, using subtitles facilitates understanding. It's often used in education, training, and meetings. Say, this channel facilitates English learning through stories. It's a polished way to describe helpful tools or people. Facilitate is commonly used in education, management, or teamwork. For example, the app facilitates communication between students and teachers. It means to make something easier, smoother, or more efficient. When you use this word, you're highlighting how tools, methods, or people help simplify a process. Let's move to influence. This word means to affect someone or something. My friends influenced me to start learning English. Or, the environment influences your speaking confidence. It shows cause and effect. You can also say, positive feedback influences me to practice more. Much better than just saying affect. This word is powerful in emotional, social, and marketing contexts. His words influenced me deeply. It can be used both positively and negatively. Social media can influence people's opinions. It reflects the idea of having an effect on someone else's thinking, feelings, or decisions. The next word is motivate. This is key for learning. My progress motivates me to keep going. Or motivating stories help learners stay on track. Use it when talking about energy and inspiration. Instead of just I want, say I'm motivated to speak better English. It sounds stronger and more emotional. Motivate is used in goal setting and emotional encouragement. What motivates you to study English is a good question to reflect on. It's also used in leadership. A good teacher motivates their students. Use this when you want to talk about internal or external forces that drive action. We now have collaborate. This means to work together. I collaborate with my friends to practice speaking. Or, they collaborated on a language project. It's great for describing teamwork. Try saying, collaborating with a speaking partner has improved my confidence. This word brings in a sense of community and effort. You'll often use collaborate in teamwork, projects, or creative efforts. We collaborated on a short film project. It suggests joint effort and communication. In the workplace, it's a key term for group success. When you say collaborate, it implies equality and cooperation, not just following orders. Next up is demonstrate. This means to show something clearly. She demonstrated how to use new phrases. Or, I want to demonstrate my skills in the interview. Instead of just show, say demonstrate. It's more specific and suitable for formal situations. Use it when talking about presentations or teaching. This word is perfect when you want to show by doing. For instance, he demonstrated the correct way to pronounce the word. It can also mean showing behavior or qualities. She demonstrated patience. It's a strong, clear word used in education, performance, and training contexts. Let's talk about encounter. It means to meet or face something, often unexpectedly. I encountered many challenges while learning English. Or, you'll encounter new words every day. It's more vivid than just saying face or find. Try, I encountered a native speaker and had a real conversation. You use encounter when something happens unexpectedly or suddenly. I encountered many confusing idioms. It can be used for people, problems, or experiences. It's more descriptive than meet or face. It makes your language sound more dramatic and vivid. Another great word is expand. It means to grow or increase something. I want to expand my vocabulary, or this video helps expand your speaking ability. Instead of just increase, say expand. It sounds broader and more purposeful. It's perfect when you're talking about skills or knowledge. Expand works well in professional or learning-related contexts. I expanded my knowledge by reading English news. It's more than just adding. It suggests growing or reaching further. You can also use it in business. The company expanded into Asia. It shows growth and ambition. Word number 19 is overcome. This means to successfully deal with a problem. I overcame my fear of speaking, or we can overcome language barriers. It's emotional and powerful. Use it to talk about your journey. Try saying, I overcame hesitation by practicing every day. This word adds emotion and struggle to your sentences. I overcame my fear of making mistakes. It's often used in motivational speeches or personal development stories. It means you faced a challenge and succeeded. Very powerful in storytelling and interviews. Now here's express. This means to communicate your thoughts or feelings. It's hard to express myself in another language. Or, she expresses herself clearly. It's better than just say when talking about emotions or opinions. Use it to connect your heart to your words. Express is emotional and artistic. I express myself better in writing. It's used when talking about feelings, creativity, or opinions. It helps you go deeper than say or tell. Use it in conversations about identity, emotions, or communication style. Next is persuade. This means to convince someone. He persuaded me to try shadowing practice. Or can you persuade your friend to join? It's useful in debates, opinions, or sharing ideas. It's more advanced than just tell or ask. Try, I want to persuade you to practice daily. You'll hear persuade in sales, arguments, or debates. I persuaded him to give English another try. It's stronger than convince because it implies effort and strategy. It's useful when talking about changing someone's mind or encouraging action with good reasons. Let's talk about reflect. This means to think deeply about something. I reflect on my learning process, or she reflected on her mistakes. It shows maturity. Instead of just think, say reflect. Try, I reflect on what I've learned after every video. That's how fluency grows. Reflect is thoughtful and internal. I reflected on my progress and realized how far I've come. It's a great word for journaling, learning from experience, or pausing to understand yourself. Use it when talking about personal growth or deep thinking. The next word is contribute. It means to give something valuable. I try to contribute to group discussions. Or, this video contributes to your speaking practice. It shows that you're adding value, not just participating. Use it when you're part of a team or conversation. This word is about offering help or value. Everyone should contribute to the group discussion. It's stronger than help because it implies a meaningful role. It's perfect in teamwork, classrooms, and social impact situations. It shows you're not just present, you're adding value. Word 24 is navigate. It means to find your way through something complex. I'm learning to navigate conversations in English. Or, it's hard to navigate grammar rules at first. This word shows movement and strategy. Instead of deal with, say navigate. It's smarter and more visual. Navigate is used when things are complex, like emotions or systems. I had to navigate a difficult conversation with my colleague. It implies skill, strategy, and persistence. You might hear, she's learning to navigate life in a new city. It adds a sense of challenge and mastery. The final word is articulate. This means to speak clearly and effectively. I want to articulate my ideas better. Or, he articulates his thoughts very well. This is the goal for every learner, to express yourself with clarity and confidence. Say, I'm learning to articulate my feelings in English. It's a strong word that shows skill. Articulate means to express clearly and effectively. He articulates his thoughts with confidence. It's commonly used to compliment someone's speech or to set a communication goal. In job interviews or public speaking, saying, I want to articulate my ideas clearly, shows strong ambition and language awareness. These 25 words can completely transform the way you speak English. They help you sound more intelligent, confident, and fluent. But it's not enough to just know them. You have to use them. Try this. Choose 5 of these words today. Make your own sentences out loud. Then choose 5 more tomorrow. Keep speaking. Keep practicing. That's how fluency is built. One powerful word at a time. Don't worry if you don't get it right the first time. Nobody does. When I started using words like articulate or navigate, I fumbled. I forgot the meanings. I misused them. But I kept going. The more I practiced, the more natural it became. Speaking confidently in English isn't about perfection, it's about progress. And progress comes from showing up every single day and daring to speak, even if you make mistakes. You have something to say, and English is just the tool that helps you share it with the world. These 25 words aren't just vocabulary, they are your bridge to connection, opportunity, and self-expression. Whether you're speaking in a job interview, giving a presentation, or just chatting with friends, these words help you sound thoughtful, professional, and clear. They show that you are not just learning English, you are mastering it. So make this a habit. Speak out loud. Practice in the mirror. Record yourself. Use these words in your daily conversations, your journal, your online posts. The more you use them, the more they'll become part of you. And if you found this video helpful, I'd love for you to subscribe, hit the like button, and drop a comment telling me which word you're going to start using today. Let's grow together. One word, one sentence, one story at a time. Keep going. You've got this. And if this video helped you, be sure to like it and share it with someone who's learning too. And don't forget to subscribe because I'll be sharing more lessons, stories, and speaking practice that will take your English to the next level. You've got this. Keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep speaking. I'll see you in the next video.